So what's the total damage? Well, cylinder heads had to be welded in a couple of spots, and then they had to resurface those. Those are back. Everything else looks good, so we're going to send that. And the block is at the machine shop. They're going to hone it, and then they're going to check the crank. But we've got a new set of rods and a new set of pistons. The pistons obviously are bad. We've got those sitting out here. The rods are 8 years old and been piss pounded for a while, and they're still good. But since they're so old, I've got a new set of rods for those right down there. We're going to go with another set of Eagles, but instead of a 6250, I'm going to go with a 6200 to match the new pistons that we got. We've got some Molly flat tops on the way. Got some new ARP head studs, bearings, plugs. Oh, yeah. So in the next week, we'll be getting things back together. Current state of affairs, we still don't have an engine in there. Yep. So what would you do? Yeah, what would you do? Why don't I just spend money on some good parts? Why don't I just put good stuff in? Why don't I have somebody else build my engine for me? I tried having somebody build my engine for me. I spent 12 grand on an engine, and then it didn't even last 500 miles. That might be why I don't have somebody else build an engine for me. And I know some of you have been in that boat. Some of you have also had somebody build you an engine and it failed. So I decided to start building my own. Why don't I put good parts in it? I mean, I feel like there's good parts in this. Everything that I've got is rated for 1,500 horsepower, and we're making that. Now, why don't I put a Callie's crank and rod in there? Do you know how much a Callie's crank is for what I want to do? The Callie's crank I want is almost 4 grand, maybe 3,600 bucks, shipping and all that stuff. That'll handle 2,500 to 3,000 horse. And rods? Take a guess. How much do you think a set of custom rods to handle 2,500 horsepower is? I'll wait. 500 bucks a rod. Yeah. Yep. 500 bucks a rod. And then on top of that, all of the fuel system upgrades and everything else that I'm going to need to do when I get to that horsepower level. Why don't I do that? I'm not made of money. I fund this myself. Like, this car is built by me and my hands and my money, and I can't afford $20,000 in parts. So I'm into it for 800 bucks for a set of rods, another 800 bucks for a set of pistons, and some machine work, and we'll be back in business, and I can race again this season. Could I put that money towards something else? Yes, I could, but I like to race, and I want to race this season. I don't want to have to take 2 years off just to afford to do something else. So I'm going to keep racing this way and keep it around 1,300 horsepower at the tire, which is about 1,500 crank, maybe push it a little bit more. And then when I can afford it, I will put together a list of more parts that I can put more power to. But for now, this is what we're going to do. And it's going to be great. So for now, crank is getting cleaned up. They're going to balance things. They're going to hone the block. And then we'll be able to put things back together. Hopefully this weekend or next week. That's kind of the plan. And then August 10th, we've got an event with PFI Speed that we're going to go to. So, yep. As of now, though, she's sitting. We did get the front bars painted. Front bars got painted by Justin. We got the old radiator, new radiator. It's a Griffin with a custom shroud and fans and everything. So I've got to figure out how to get that in here. It's pretty close on the dimensions from there to the bottom mounting bolts, but we're going to have to put a little bracket on there to make it work. That's your update for now. Hopefully some more videos of the engine and some other stuff getting put together, but drive fast, take chances. See you soon.